Hi there everybody, it's Blake1Studios here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different from my Let's Build series. I'm going to be trying out a brand new format for it. So typically what I do is I just go ahead and sit down, record a nice time-lapse, put down some good music and some good camera angles with it, and make a video out of that. But instead, a lot of you guys requested that I go ahead and do, basically go a bit more in depth on what I build and how I build it. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a literal Let's Build episode, where I'm going to sit down and go ahead and go through the process of everything that I'm building, do a little bit of on-camera building, and maybe throw in a time-lapse. We'll see. But yeah, so hopefully you guys do like this this sort of format that I'm doing. If you guys do like it, let me know down in the comments below. If not, I can always go back to the old format and just do it that way. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started though. So the plan for today is we're gonna build a small section of neighborhood, and what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and have like a nice little road here, and we're gonna make a curve out of it here. So it's gonna have like a 90-degree angle, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have the road go like this for a little bit, and we'll stick a cul-de-sac on it at the end and put houses all the way around it. And hopefully that should look decent. So something like that, cul-de-sac somewhere around there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this road, and I'll catch you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, so I'm just laying down some andesite here for the road. I've done a little bit of work on it, but I figured I'd go ahead and record this a little bit. So you can see I've done that nice 90-degree curve right here. I went ahead and did that off camera just because curves in Minecraft, they're a little tricky. But yeah, so I'm just laying down some andesite here for the road here. It's a nice neighborhood road, so we don't need to do anything super complex. And also laying down sidewalks along the side of it like this. This is the sort of format I go for practically all of my roads. Sometimes I do add in curbs, like you can see right here. Got a nice curb running down there, and wow, that was really choppy. Sorry about that. But I'm just go ahead and lay down some more street just like this. Now, one thing you may notice is that my tick speed is really high, and I use this mainly for placing down trees. And you'll notice here as I break these blocks, the grass grows almost instantly, and that's not what normally happens. You know, normally it takes a little while for the grass to grow. And I use this for trees because you can place down a sapling and the tree will grow practically within a couple of seconds without needing to put down any bone meal. So there you have a tree. It's even better when you need to destroy the tree because you didn't get the right height or any of that. You just go ahead and do that, and the tree loses all of its leaves instantly, which is really nice. So that's one tip for you guys if you like placing down trees like that. Set your tick speed really high because it really helps. And it really helps if you accidentally get like one of those big trees, because you can tear those down extremely quickly without having to worry about leaf decay or any of that. So yeah, just laying down a little bit of the street. Not quite sure how far it's gonna go before we do the little cul-de-sac, but we'll go ahead and get started on some houses in just a minute. Alright, I am back here, and I went ahead and took a look at the design that I wanted to go ahead and try to copy a little bit. That was on the other side of the map, so that was definitely a lot of fun. But we are back, and we can go ahead and start working on our first house here. Now I'm going to go ahead and explain the process that I go through to build my houses, and then we'll go ahead and do a little bit of speed building and stuff like that, so we can get this done nice and quickly here. But yeah, so I got a nice little wall here. We're going to be making a white house. And one of the things you guys may notice about the houses that I make is they are so simple. Like, you may have never thought of that for a window, but yet I use that for windows all the time. So yeah, you might be like, well, why make such a simple house? You know, most people only make like such big houses and then they put insides on them. And the reason why is this is a massive city that I'm working on. And so I don't have the time to go through and make the insides for every single house. And not only that, but I want to fit as many houses into as many spots as I can. And so I make my houses a lot smaller than most people do, and not only that, but they're a whole lot simpler than most other house designs out there. And so that's why I sort of do it that way. So, let's see here. So we got our front door there, we got a window there. Let's go ahead and put in maybe another window here. trying to think. And then we need to have enough space to fit in the garage. The garage takes up the most space, and that's something that I'm a little worried about here. Because I don't want to run out of space for this. I'm sort of building a little bit blindly because I didn't cut off the side here. I don't think so. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a nice, simple garage here. And we're just going to go ahead and do this. Now, for my garages, I typically like to make them out of pillar quartz block like this. You build it sideways, looks like the rafters on a garage door. And you definitely notice, hey, that's a nice garage. And then driveways, I either use stone bricks, or I've gone for the more recently I've been starting to use stone slabs a little bit more, just because it matches with the sidewalks, and it looks a lot more like a driveway than with the stone bricks. Side here, and let's go ahead and finish wrapping around this fence. You may notice I use oak logs or sometimes other types of logs as well for my back fences, and that is just because the fence blocks do not work for urban fencing at all. And so I like to use logs, and I think that it looks fairly nice. Alright, so now for the roof. Roof is fairly simple. I like to go ahead and just wrap it around with some stone brick slabs, like so. And sometimes you may notice, there we go, wrap it around like that. And then I also add in one layer around it like this. This is going to be a little tricky with that tree there, but I can just go ahead and break that block and wrap it around like this. And then after that, all you have to do is layer it. And then eventually you'll keep going on up until it's done. Like that. And there we have a nice house. That looks great. The window looks right there, a little funky. I don't know, I kind of like it. It looks okay. But yeah. And just like that, our first house is done. I'm not quite sure about the center window. I think it kind of looks nice. I think the bush right there really makes it look a lot nicer. So that was a great choice. Yeah, I quite like this. Also, for some reason, this went missing on the other side. Not quite sure what happened there. And just like that, one house has become 3 houses. So I went ahead and built these 2 real fast off camera. Had a lot of fun making them. This one came out really nice. This nice little brick house. I love building with brick. But I actually made a nice little front porch here, and I think this looks really nice. Adds a nice little bit of depth to this house right here, and it's actually not something I've tried doing before, so it's something I'll need to keep in mind. But around the back here, we just got a simple little back porch there. I extended some bushes into the back side of the yard as well, which looks really nice there. And I'm quite happy with this. I'm really happy with this, actually. That house looks great. I also built this right here. It's a little plain because I built it out of light gray terracotta. Although I really like using light gray terracotta as a building block, it definitely comes out a little more on the plain side than what I would prefer. But I do like this house because it is fairly sized, and it came out really nice, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode here of the Let's Build series. And the next episode, we'll go ahead and quickly speed build all the rest of the houses, and we should have ourselves a finished street. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. And if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe before you go. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.